Hi everyone, it's Stacy from Totally Twisted Cards. I wanted to share with you today my entry for the Peachy King Let's Face It Friday challenge that is going on. And what we had to do was create something that was school related, a school related project that you could give to a teacher. So this is what I came up with. It is a notebook along with a pencil here at the top. And I'll show you the pencil in a little bit, but this is my notebook. And what I did is I took just any old index cards, and I took a bunch of them and I sized my chipboard. So I just used the cereal box chipboards and I glued two of those together, and then took my Tim Holtz Alterations Sizzix die. I used this piece of it right here to do the bottom. So if you can see, the bottom has that edge to it. And the papers that I used for this all came from Webster's. I was one of the lucky ones that got in and got the recent Groupon that they had. So I got like $100 and I don't remember, it was $110, $150 worth of stuff for just 25 bucks. This is the first I've used the Webster's papers. They are awesome. They're great quality. The kits that we got were all vintage papers, and inside the 6x6s, you can see I used quite a bit of them. Inside the 6x6s, there was a bunch of vintage school related papers, so that was perfect for this project. So I used that page, and then I used that one. See, the back of it is yellow. It has numbers in it. And then I also created a chipboard piece for the back. I believe this is the back of this paper right here. So brown polka dots. And again, it has the same Tim Holtz edger on the bottom. And then that's the inside of the back piece. And so I created the top and the bottom. And I inked all of it with Tim Holtz Distresser ink. This is tea dye that I used. I inked all of it up. Then I took a ribbon that I got from Joann's. It's this ribbon right here. And I ran that around the cover, glued it down with my ATG, and then tied a knot on the side. And then I put these gems on it, which I believe are Recollections. They come from this right here, and I like to buy these like this and just cut them off as I need them. That way they're in the perfect place. And then for my Peachy King stamp, since that is a requirement, it had to have a Peachy King stamp on it. What I did was I took this Ditto stamp. Oh yeah, it's a Ditto right there, that I got on sale on clearance from Joann's a little while ago, and I thought this would make a perfect face. This is the first time I ever used these stamps. They are rubber stamps that you can put on your clear acrylic blocks. It actually stamps super nice, so I was really pleased with that. But I thought this would make a cute face, and then this would look kind of like a flower face. So what I did was I stamped this once on a piece of paper to create the face of this, and then I took my Copics and I colored it in. So I recently got a bunch of Copics, since they're we can buy these at Michael's now and use our coupons to get them with. I laid down a base color of E00, and then I went in after that and used my darkest color, which was the E11, and I started on the edges and I flicked it the whole way around. And then I took my medium color, which was E02, just grab the tail ends of those flicks and flick them in towards the middle. So it's darker on the edges and it kind of goes to a lighter skin tone in the middle. And then went back with my E00 and flicked back into that. And that's how I got that shading on the face, which I think turned out really good. And then I took some of the R20 and I made little rosy cheeks with that color. Then I went in with my white gel pen and I created the whites in the eyes. And then the same black gems that are here, I actually took and put one in each of the eyes. I don't know if you can see it, so it gives it dimension. So one, each gem in the eyes. And then I just took a black feather, and believe it or not, I got these at the dollar store. It's a black boa feather for Halloween, and I actually just used that to make a little bit of hair there at the top. I thought that was cute. Okay, so then I took my Bind It All and punched out all my pages. I just used the standard set of holes right here and a black O-ring. I believe it's the 1/2 inch or the 1/4 inch, I'm not sure which one, ring to go ahead and bind this all together. So the teacher can keep her notes on here, or she could make flashcards out of them to show them to the kids, to teach the kids alphabets or numbers or whatever. But I just thought that was a really cute way to put that all together. And then I have the pencil that I made, and I thought this was pretty cute. Again, it's sticking with the vintage theme. I just took a plain school pencil, and I wanted this eraser to be the bud in the, the bud in the middle of the flower. And I took, I just ripped some pages out of my old phone book, the yellow pages, and I took, I have these cookie cutter dies from Quick Cuts. These are the nesting flower ones, and I picked these up probably a year ago, or maybe even more, at a Hobby Lobby when I was out of the state on travel for work. And then I just took these two sizes out of here, and I cut some out of this Yellow Books paper, and what you get is a bunch like this. And I didn't want the reds and the blues and stuff, but they are 2 different sizes. So I took my Crop-A-Dile, so I took that and I went and I made holes in the center so that I could shove these up through the pencil. Now the hole wasn't big enough, so I kind of cut it a little bit just to make the hole bigger. But basically you lay down the bigger ones, and then you lay down this, a bunch of the bigger ones and then a bunch of the smaller ones until you like them. And then you bunch these up towards the eraser once you get them all on, and they actually will create a nice flower. And then to get it to stay, I took my glue gun and ran some glue on the inside there, went down a bunch, glued some more, and then you can spread the flower out a little bit. Sorry, I was off camera there. And then I took some of the hot glue again and ran it at the bottom, and then took some of this twine that I got at Tuesday Mornings this past summer, and I just took this brown one at the bottom because it looks like it's vintage twine, and then I just wrapped it around where the glue was. That helps hold the flower to the top. And then I tied a bow on it. And then I took that same Distresser ink, and I went and I just went all over the top of the flower to give it a vintage feel too. And then the pencil just goes in the top here, and you can give that as a gift to your teacher. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to go ahead and post this up to my blog and enter this in Peachy King's challenge for this week. I just love these faces. Oh, I didn't mention which faces I used. The Peachy King stamps that I use for my face are these ones. They're the PK 490 Everyday Character Set, and I use the 1-inch face down on the bottom here. If you haven't used these, you really got to give them a try. They are super cute, super easy, and they stamp really good. So what I did was I went ahead and like I said, I stamped out this once on a piece of paper, got the face, cut the face out, then I stamped this once again, but on this paper, that same paper that was on the back there that coordinates with this paper, and then I glued, I cut that out too, and then I glued the face onto that, and then I pop dotted it over top of the ribbon. Okay, so that's my project for this week. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it inspires you to make something for your teacher too. See you guys.